Huskers continued their preparations for Fordham on Tuesday. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. We talked to several coaches and players here at the media availability. And the bottom line, as Eric Shenander said, they cannot let last week's Illinois loss weigh on them any longer.
This is a long football season. I know, a lot was made out of the first game, which it should have been. But you can't let somebody beat you twice. This game is the most important game of the season. This game right here versus Fordham, that's the most important game of the season. And we need to approach it like that. And I want to see those guys play a nameless, faceless opponent every time. The scheme's a little different. The formations are a little different. But it's about us. And we need to get ready to play Husker football, black shirt defense, and that's it.
I don't know. I've kind of moved on past Illinois. I've learned from the tape, and we're on to Fordham now.
It's always hard after you lose a tough one like that in any football game. You hold yourself accountable, but you got to move on. You got to fix the mistakes. Not dwell on them. Fix them and get better. And I think not just as coaches, players got to have that same mindset. And it's over. Now we've got to fix some things, obviously, but it's over. Now we're on to the next week.
We got to go on to the next play. We got to play the next game. This is the only focus. We ain't worried about the last game no more, so we're ready to fix our corrections and move past it.
And as Shenander said, there were a lot of positives he took out of the way his defense played, but clearly some things they want to get cleaned up as well.
I think there's a lot of guys out there that played their best football as a Husker so far. I don't know to say who played the best in the game because a lot of guys were rotating in. We rotated a lot of guys up front. 3 guys were rotating in at inside linebacker. There's some safety rotation going on. So I think a lot of guys probably played their best game as a Husker, but that's the encouraging thing, but that's also the disappointing thing because I think there's so much more in them. I think this group has more. I think we just need to continue to demand excellence out of this group. They had an opportunity to play. They played a good football game. They had an opportunity to play an elite football game, and we weren't quite ready to do it yet. And that's on me. That's disappointing, but that's got to change.
We also caught up with offensive coordinator Matt Lubick on just some of the improvements he wants to see out of his unit this week.
In this game, in this league, and in whoever we play, if we don't come out and we're not ready to play mentally and take care of the details, we're going to have problems. We're going to have problems. So that's the biggest thing. But these guys are they're a very sound defense. They don't give up a lot of big plays. They make you earn everything you get, and they're one of the best defenses in their league. So yeah, we'll have our work cut out for us.
Black shirts Markel DeSmuke and Ben Stilley also weighed in on the loss last week and where this team sits heading into Fordham.
Every game we got something to prove. Why wouldn't we? You know what I mean? We haven't put out there that we're just top team or nothing. So every game got to be proven. They not finna come in here and lay down. They gonna want to come in here and beat us too. So we got to put our foot on their necks and execute the game plan.
And obviously we got a couple of guys hurt that could get some reps too. So we definitely have a lot of guys fighting for reps, guys that want more reps. Guy like Jordan Riley definitely wants more reps than he got last weekend, and he'll be fighting for more.
And this will be the home opener, the first time fans have been in Memorial Stadium since November of 2019, and that's something a lot of guys are looking forward to.
Man, this probably I don't know how many first games I had here, but that first game the atmosphere is always great, so I can't wait.
Never been in a game here that wasn't, electric, especially the opening game. Excited to have the fans back in the stadium. Obviously, I think they'll be excited to be back too.
I think there's going to be a similar energy to Akron 4 years ago. Fans are anxious to get back in the stadium and watch us play football in Memorial Stadium. For a lot of people, that's a great tradition for them and their families. But I think it's going to have similar energy to that where it was 4 years ago, and that it was electric. It was fun to be a part of for a kickoff. So hopefully we'll get a whole game out of it this weekend.
In other news, defensive coordinator Eric Shenander said he hopes that he can get Ohio State transfer Tyreek Johnson some action this week against Fordham. With the Huskers in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.